All right, welcome everyone. Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Chihayafuru, Season 3, Episode 23.
Yes! Yes!
The Taichi tournament.
Yes!
And
Taichi Cup.
Yeah.
His birthday.
Uh-huh.
With the woman he loves.
And he might be
Set up the
telling
whole
her
thing.
after this. In fact, he's probably telling her after this. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. I don't know what to do. Like, if...
Just hope. Just believe.
But the thing is, this could go some very different ways. This could go, he tells her, but the tournament is 2 episodes, and so he tells her at the very end of the season, we don't get to see what happened next. It could be, he tells her at the end of this episode, we get a post, like, you know, we get a season finale to talk about it, and then that's the end of the show. Like,
Yeah, basically, it's the, there's a lot of variations on the, do they actually end up together?
Right.
Post him confessing.
Yep.
And then there's the other entirely different scenario of he just doesn't confess.
He's going to. He's going to.
There's a lot of contrived reasons we could come up with to make it so
he wouldn't
doesn't say something.
Yes, but he's going to.
Let's hope.
Sumire was like, "Hey,
imagine if
tell
you
her.
watched season,
oh wait, don't tell her.
Imagine
just
if
yet.
you had watched season 3 as part of your binge back forever ago.
I know.
Actually, no, that's the
Holy
joke. Season 3
shit.
wasn't around back when
it wasn't.
you did that.
Right.
That's
yeah.
the point. But
Yep.
all right, y'all, we've waited so long. Waited so long. So without further ado, let's get into this.
Meanwhile.
You're talking out loud. Like, we can all hear what you're saying. Yeah.
Practically
Wow.
getting the card before it even hits the ground.
Dang. Dang. All right. True. It was a mental thing.
Oh, shit.
Dang.
Oh shit. After that card. Oh my god. That's... Oh shh.
Just happens.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I mean, that just also means he beat Taichi that badly. Ah! What the heck? Awesome!
Sweet.
You guys can have your own club. Yeah, exactly. Oh, I'm so happy for him. Yeah.
Then we get Chihayafuru 2. The Journey of Arata's Club.
Like a boatman without a rudder.
Oh.
Ah,
Love it. 36. That's
36
great.
is pretty solid.
Yeah. Just the shock of everything.
Oh, sick!
And teams, I love it.
Whoa.
Awesome.
No! Oh my gosh! Wait, is this
Hang
just
on.
torture?
Yeah. Whose idea was this? Okay.
Oh. Oh, he's softened there. Okay.
King Pheasant. Cool. Magpie.
Very cool. Hey, fun.
Oh my god.
My gosh.
Oh.
Huh. He's the reader. Yeah, they needed a reader. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Hey!
Fantastic. Your friends put in a lot of work.
And we're into it. This is adorable.
I love it. Their team is way too stacked.
Their team is cracked, yeah. Oh my gosh.
Right. Oh, teams
that
of
was the
three.
message and cheat.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
Not once.
Dang. Nostalgia just
You've
washes
certainly
over
changed
you.
since then.
Is it the same room?
Oh my god.
Oh! Oh, this is
precious.
so sweet!
You have, as a card player and as a person.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that smile. Oh my god. It's almost like Chihaya is cracked, and so we could have foreseen this.
Yes. Perfect. Yeah.
Oh
You guys
my
can have it
God.
also in a private environment, too.
Chihaya's just beside... Taichi's beside himself this whole time.
テーマを持ってとか厳しく言われてって思ってたけど今日はバカみたいに楽しかったカルタって一つじゃないね変なルールでまたやろうね写真撮ろう俺は
Oh, that's so
God.
sweet!
強くなれたのかな
That's so sweet! Fight! Oh! Body Improvement Club just burned into my soul.
So...
I guess they couldn't have a truly private match. They needed a reader.
A lot of memories in this place.
あれタイチ
Oh.
ボロボロになってたカーテンを新調
Okay.
はいなんで
お前向いてねえのによくこういうの挑戦するよな。
だって新学期始まるから新入部員来るから気持ちいい部室にしたかったから
There's some tricks you can do to make it
Yeah.
still work. Hey, see, it's just fine.
So...
タイチ杯1位決定戦
バカいいよ。
なんで頑張ったのに
I want my prize.
あのルールで千早が強いとは思わなかったな。
あのルールだとカラ札がないでしょ思い切りよく飛び出せてタイチが強いのは分かってたよ、普通じゃ対応できないし
Yeah, you were a little favored in that regard. Yeah.
あの場所での源平戦。初めてのチーム。
Come on.
小6の時、
Is she gonna
こ
tell...
こでカル
Is
タ
he...
大会やったよな。
やった
あの時さ、
Uh-huh.
新たのメガネ。
Good job.
あなたは廊下で拾ったって言ってたけど
あれ、取って隠したの。俺なんだ。
Dang.
本当になんで
新たに負けたくなかったから。
Mm-hmm.
タイチだったのダメじゃんずるいじゃんわしもね卑怯なやつやの
Oh my god.
千早には言わないで
Wow, what a confession shift.
嫌われたくない
Yeah.
ずっと卑怯じゃない人間になりたかったんだ。
Right.
Uh-huh.
Right.
好きなんだ。千早が。
Wow, he gave her an out too by being
Uh-huh.
like, look, I was a shitty person back then,
Yep.
but the reason why I was because...
Uh-huh.
And he didn't even say it that way, but...
Yeah.
Oh my god, now we're getting this animation on
Told
the
her
hair and
everything.
everything.
なんで太一なんで
Why
なん
indeed?
でいつも一人でなんで
好きなんだ千早が嘘だよ千早
No, 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 no.
嘘だよ
Don't you dare. Don't you
千
dare.
早の伸ばしたことのない爪が好きだ
Oh.
指が髪がバカみたいに大きく開く
Oh.
口
Oh.
が笑ってる顔が
Holy shit.
It's happening.
小さい
Oh.
全部じゃねえよあなたのこと考えてる千早だけは
Oh.
気が向いたら一緒にカルタシをさ
あなたは
一緒に生きていこうさ
No way. All right. Well, they're
So. Gomenasai.
yeah. Wow.
何やってんだろう俺誰の気持ちも受け取ってこなかったチャイ
I'm
ムに消える
devastated.
ような千早に出せんだ
No.
感じ悪いから聞こえねえよ
No. No.
Yeah, he heard.
Yeah.
He just doesn't want to. Holy shit.
Oh my
ありがとう
god.
ございました
And the club continues.
Well, way to go. You're not a coward anymore.
今年部活紹介
Yeah,
出します
damn. Look at them.
大会
Yeah.
コンテの前面に出して
カルタの楽しさを分かってもらうには
小詰めくりがまた来ちゃうって
真島部長を前面に出さなければ
この新3年の実力テストはこれからの1年の大事な指針になるので
I am so disheartened right now. Ugh.
じゃあ焼きそば
ホットドッグはい
どうしよう相談
Oh.
Wait,
oh.
wait. Did he actually?
総合順位1おーやったじゃん
He
Oh,
did
he
it!
did it!
He did
Finally!
it!
真島大丈夫かな大丈夫かな
What?
カルタ部お母さんに辞めさせられないかな
Oh.
Uh-huh.
そうなったら分を上げて
Holding the cross.
いい相談
Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
大丈夫です落ち着いて原稿通り行きましょうね
How do we stay calm?
あ、綾瀬さん、ごめんなさい。
This is
ご
how
め
they
んなさいね
get people who are actually interested.
原稿の方訂正を。
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Taichi
Yep.
transferred.
真島
Just like
君から
that.
退部届を受け取り、
Oh, okay. Just leave the club.
受
I
験
mean-
勉強に専念したいと。
Mm-hmm.
退部届もしもし競技カルタ部です文武両道と紹介されましたが瞬発力と反射神経が必要なのが競技カルタで3年生と2年生部員6名で頑張って
Right. Combined together. Oh, she's just gonna start crying? Yep. Yep. I don't like this. I don't like this timeline. I want to go back.
続けます競技カルタの最大の魅力は喜びや悲しみや
Huh.
恋を詠
Yeah.
んだ歌が
Sorrow and love. Yep.
Uh-huh.
その素晴らしさを一緒に感じてもらえれば
Well done, Kana. And so we end it the way we began it.
大地やだ大地やだよ大地大地
Wow.
千早、お前は俺が石でできてるとでも思ってんのか。
Yeah. Damn. Damn.
やれねえ
Yeah,
よ
let's go.
カルタ。今100枚全部真っ黒に見えんだよ。全部全部。
We get an episode after this?
Yeah. Holy shit.
I mean, she's loved Arata since she was a kid. So
Yeah.
in the same way, they're both stupidly in love from
Yep.
their childhood and never accepted each other's feelings, really.
Right.
It's actually, like, really beautifully tragic if you think about it. Because she was blissfully unaware of his
Yep.
interest in her. And he was blissfully...
Aware.
Aware. Well, no. I was going to say blissfully, like ignorant, like pushing it down that she was always going to choose Arata. Like,
This season has been absolutely incredible.
yeah, this has been a roller coaster.
And this episode was no exception. Wow.
I'm emotionally devastated.
Yeah.
And I also am trying to keep a level head here because I think that there's some really clever landmines that they dodged with this episode.
Yes.
On the one hand, I've always memed on these two characters for being both incredibly stupid, but also, like, so dogged in their
Yeah.
straightforwardness. Chihaya has so single-mindedly gone after Karuta that she's missed Taichi being alongside her.
Right.
Not because she might actually like him, but in a lot of ways because her love for Karuta came from this other guy that had also kind of become the fixation of her, like her love and worship, if you will, of Karuta.
Sure.
Taichi watched her devote herself to that and was willing to basically do something very dirty as a kid in order to one-up Arata.
Right.
And has in some ways been kicking himself ever since for that moment.
Yep.
Not just because it's something that happened, but because, he then ends up becoming this ghost in Chihaya's mind that she doesn't really think about or fixate about, like every single moment. But anytime there's the slightest mention of him, her love for him and desire for him just erupts out of her. And so he's keeping his feelings tucked inside and thus ignoring her feelings, thinking that he can just continue on like this is just going to work out.
Right.
And I resonate with his struggle, especially as we got into the later side of things, as the character started to evolve and change a little bit.
Right. He started to prioritize himself and have that level of kind of distance from Chihaya while still pining after her.
Yeah, and I think it's a little bit because he's the underdog.
Sure.
In that regard.
Yeah, that definitely will always help.
That definitely will help sometimes, you know. But I think the other part was that we could see that he really, really at this point loves her independently of the old kind of way that Taichi looked at things that he couldn't have, or the person that he believed himself to be. And so it's not that we feel like he deserves Chihaya, but if anything, we just realized how similar they are over the course of their journey. And in some ways, they could really help each other a lot. And they'd be very complementary.
And they already have.
They already have, yeah.
So much about this story and the romance subplot that we have sets Taichi up where he would be a great romance lead, one half of the romance subplot.
Right.
If that's what his position was.
Yeah.
Ideally, in a romance story, both characters should grow and become better people as a result of knowing the other person.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
Absolutely.
happened.
That did happen.
Especially
that
for
has-
Taichi.
Yeah,
Also for
happened a lot.
Chihaya.
Yeah.
But she just doesn't like him that way.
Right, because in some way, she has also somehow had this fixation on Arata that isn't actually based on anything about him as a person.
And so
Which in some ways now is bringing up the kind of uncomfortable thing that this confession brings up, which is that
Yep.
Chihaya doesn't actually love either of them.
Yeah.
And yet she's rejecting Taichi on some small part because of that fixation on Arata.
Right. And so it's something where
Which means really... Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
well, basically, there is more growing that Chihaya needs to do, regardless of whether or not she chooses Taichi or Arata in the end. Because the thing is that in the same way that with Taichi and Arata's like match, no one got the Chihaya card, right? It wasn't read.
Yeah.
Yes, is that a thing where we're kept in tension of we don't necessarily know how the
Oh,
confession's
absolutely.
gonna go?
That's why it is
100%.
from a
100%.
selling manga perspective.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But there's other layers to it, right?
Yeah.
And so Chihaya still needs to learn who Arata actually is now, right? Like that she
And
needs.
she doesn't know him.
She doesn't know him.
Yeah.
And so, and the fact that she does not realize that she does not know him is something that she will also have to learn, right?
Right.
And so,
And that's frustrating.
And that's absolutely
the part-
frustrating.
that's the part that I can't
Yep.
stand about this episode is they somehow made me frustrated at Chihaya. Not because of her rejecting Taichi,
no,
but because it's in some ways revealed that she's not actually willing to reject either of them. She's
Oh.
kind of saying the like,
yeah.
oh, I'm sorry. Like, that doesn't, what does that mean? No? I'm sorry, no? I'm sorry that you did that?
right.
I'm
You
sorry-
still haven't
gave
even answered
nothing-
Arata in the first place.
Well, right. She hasn't answered Arata, which is pissing me off.
Yeah.
But it's the, hey, I'm not willing to be vulnerable here unless it has something to do with Karta.
right.
Damn.
Yeah.
I care more about Karta than I care about you or
you.
Arata.
Yeah. Right. And
And
so
it's okay. It's okay to have your passion be higher on the priority totem pole
Oh, yes.
than some people. In
Right.
a lot of ways, by definition, it will be. But the difference is that Chihaya has been pretending like Taichi and Arata and all of the clubmates and what have you are all kind of equal in her mind.
Sure.
They're all Karata clubmates and what have you, and she doesn't have to consider their feelings. It's just the idea that, oh, we're all Karata clubmates, and that is all that needs to be. That is all there is. There's an aspect of this where I feel like they avoided the landmine, but they stepped into the puddle. And that's that Chihaya as a protagonist shouldn't have the capacity really to do any of this stuff optimally. And yet we as the audience thought that she was growing in these areas, when actually what she's been growing in is her approach to Karata.
yeah.
And so
It was
the
a-
fact that this was the way it went was kind of us having to wake up and smell
Yeah.
the roses, and that
It was a Greek tragedy that, and we didn't quite realize it. Of the no, Chihaya is absolutely not in the kind of place where she will be able to handle a situation like this well.
no
Right? The fact that she hasn't responded to Arata is
proof enough.
it's
been
fundamental
a
proof of
long
that.
time.
Right. And so Taichi, good job. You confessed.
Yes, and
you
he
laid everything
talked
out.
about the
You led
thing-
with the stealing of the glasses.
Now that was so dumb in terms of like
Nah.
The confession. No. I'm just
Okay, yeah.
don't interrupt.
Okay.
I'm talking about just in the idea of confessing your feelings.
Yes.
You could share that at any point. In some ways, yes, you should do that first.
Absolutely.
But then immediately going into the confession of your feelings.
Maybe tell her about that 6 weeks ago. You know, like...
Well, sure. I'm just saying, basically, you're under no pressure at this point of when to do it. Because at this point, well, you've kind of already decided that you'll do it. But Arata, confessed to her. And she hasn't done anything with that. So, in a weird way, you kind of can wait. Like you could go all the way around to, you need to move quickly because Arata might do something, or no, actually, she hasn't done anything.
Sure. Well, you could also see that as potentially your opportunity because it's the...
I know. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I love that he did the thing that will give him the best closure. Both in the distancing himself, quitting the club, but then also the... All right, I'm going to tell her about the thing that I did that's man, I'm a piece of shit. Why'd I do that? And, hey, I have been pining after you this whole time. Yes, this is going to make me leave the Karate Club.
Yeah.
That's just something I got to do.
Yeah, I think that the leaving the Karate Club is like just such an amazing decision that is clearly a very tropey kind of decision as well.
Yes.
But I think that in a realistic standpoint, high schoolers confessing or what have you, but being in a club where you see each other basically 3 or 4 or 5 times a week, you're not going to want to do that right then and there. But there's a certain amount of layers to this of, is him leaving the Karate Club potentially a boundaries decision?
Sure.
Well, like for just, keeping, like you were saying, closure or having closure more likely with Chihaya. Sure. Protecting his own feelings from just getting hurt more in the future. Sure.
Yep.
Letting Chihaya know that in a lot of ways your access to me was not normal before this. And so I need you to realize, well, in a lot of ways, I was not doing myself a service. I was doing myself a disservice by how much I was making my life about you before we were even a couple. That is a thing that I think is so realistic in a lot of ways. But I don't even know if Taichi's even thinking that deep on it.
And if he is doing that as a high schooler, figuring that out, fantastic. That will serve you well in life.
But then there's the other layer, which is kind of the, not assuming best intent here, which is that Taichi is punishing her for saying no. And I'm so glad they didn't go down that route in the terms of the verbiage, but they came so close with the don't quit the club, Taichi, because then he says, what, do you think I'm made of stone or something? There are some interpretations of that are not healthy. They're pretty toxic, which is him saying, you're punishing me by doing this.
Right, you hurt me and now I'm hurt and I
Right. Do you think so little of me that you'd be willing to hurt me like this? When on its simplest surface, Chihaya is too head-empty only Karata to be thinking remotely vindictively like this.
Sure.
No, she is crying because she's completely overwhelmed with emotion here, and she just doesn't want you to leave. So she's saying exactly what she feels here. But this is the part that's probably so frustrating, and I think this is where the show's writing is just fantastic, is that she is revealing, and we already said this basically, she is more willing to be emotionally vulnerable and honest and on display with her feelings because of Karuta.
Right.
Now, this is relation to you and her and Karuta.
Sure.
But it's basically saying, hey, our little throuple thing that we've had all this time.
Right.
I am not cool with you leaving it. You can't do that.
Yeah.
That's an area where I think there's some fun gray going on here.
Sure.
And I would love to hear your thoughts on just the gray of this scene here with regards to that or anything else you see. Because this scene is... Ugh.
It's all kinds of juicy and spicy.
Yeah.
So, there's the fact, like you're saying, that she's talking about it in the context of the Karate Club, not saying, hey, you are realistically her closest friend.
Oh, he is 100% her closest friend. Yes.
Right? We've been together through so much. I don't want to lose you, right? That is a very natural fear.
Yeah.
Right? Especially when he confesses after they've known each other for so long, and it's the, oh, and I've loved you this whole time and all this stuff, right? And, you know, all this stuff, and it's the, because, yeah, there can be that sense of damned if you do, damned if you don't, right?
Yep.
No matter what you choose,
Yep.
you're not getting back your childhood.
No.
The times when the three of you would play cards together,
Not happening.
that's over.
Yeah.
The thing is, that's okay. That's a part of growing up, right?
It still sucks.
It still sucks, but you will make new friends. You'll be able to play, you know, Karuta with
be the
Shinobu
same.
and things like that. It won't be the same, absolutely. And it's not fair, even though you are absolutely happy having your entire life be about Karuta. Great. Taichi isn't.
Yeah.
And you knew that from the beginning.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
This show started
That's true.
with him being like, hey, yeah, I like Karuta. I still play it. It's not my life.
I don't want to make a big deal out of it even anymore,
Right.
too. She was the one chasing him. Yeah.
And the thing is, I get it, right? If you have someone that you're that close to, you don't want to give them up. And if you're someone who isn't as, like, aware of their own feelings like Chihaya is, you're not gonna get it, right?
No.
Like it's just, but I like having you here. You being around is good. Like, that can continue, right?
Yes. There's an element of this where I absolutely could. I feel like I could rail into Chihaya if she was a little bit more emotionally mature.
Yeah, if she was more aware, because then it's intentional rather than like...
No,
her...
not the awareness, just in the terms of emotional intelligence. Because what she's doing is basically saying, hey, we have a very good friendship.
Yep.
By and large. By and large. She just did some amazing stuff for his birthday. Showcasing that she very much cares about him. Not just that. But on the other hand, she's very invested in this relationship.
Yes.
So on the most cold, just by the numbers side of things, both of them have put energy into this relationship here. But, and this is where there's kind of a, I feel like there's kind of a point to be made here that their relationship is one that is not developed outside of Karuta. Taichi doesn't do anything in that regard.
Nope.
Not really. I mean, maybe a little bit, but this is their focus through that.
Yeah, and...
So, in that respect, it's unfair for Taichi to basically say, I have been holding this feelings for you for years. It's unfair to himself. It's unfair to Chihaya to basically just drop this. Yes, he's been showing hints, but we have to put all hints and throw those aside for a second here. We're talking about this event right here. Chihaya is also not really invested in Taichi beyond Karuta. It's basically...
Definitely not. She's not invested in anything beyond Karuta.
No. I totally get that, but I think the point is that if this is your best friend, and your best friend, only really your best friend because of Karuta, obviously you've spent a lot of time together.
Yeah.
But the idea that if there's some feelings that develop there, it's very frustrating if you have a best friend that suddenly develops feelings for you and you have no interest in them.
Yep.
And it then kind of makes you go, oh no, did I like...
Oh yeah, there's so much second guessing and
So
all
much
kinds
second-guessing,
of
so much stuff
mental
can
and
go into
emotional turmoil that's happening right now. And the visuals that they do in the show and the effects that they do demonstrate that wonderfully.
But it's unfair to Chihaya, or unfair to Taichi to basically say, hey, you can't leave. I don't want you to leave here.
He's not your plaything.
Crying and basically using... like honestly, it's a very vulnerable thing. So I applaud Chihaya for being vulnerable, but if she was a little bit more aware of what this feels like for Taichi, this is
it would be very manipulative.
It would be very manipulative. I feel like something that needs to be acknowledged from people is that manipulation is not always intent based. You cannot intend to manipulate people.
Sure.
But you can do things subconsciously that are themselves manipulative. And I feel like when we look at these two and the way that they have basically fumbled each other's feelings, I don't think that they're ready for a relationship.
Oh, absolutely not.
And so I do think that Taichi is more ready for a relationship on some slight level.
10 million
because that's
%.
Right, because that's not a...
well...
it doesn't really mean anything. But
Chihaya wasn't even thinking about romantic relationships until Arata told her that he liked her.
Which, yeah.
You know?
That's
like,
a whole other conversation,
like,
I feel like.
Or no, I guess no, she had been
she had been
thinking that she liked Arata.
Oh, yeah,
okay,
yeah.
So, all right.
No,
As far as but the amount of time that they have been thinking about that sort of thing is drastically different. And the amount of time that they've thought about it since Chihaya started thinking about it, drastically different.
Right. And in terms of if we were to get into, I don't think it's as valuable, but I do think it needs to be acknowledged. If we were going to any kind of like measuring thing of like who's actually been putting the most into this relationship from the standpoint of like selfless sacrifice in that regard, like you could probably say that it's Taichi at this point by like a large margin.
I would say by a pretty large margin. The only part where it might come into question is because then you can say like, was it selfless? No, it was
no, obviously.
You know, as selfless as as a decision to do what Taichi has done is wise for his emotional well-being, right? Like,
but it just feels so painful because Taichi makes the split here. He doesn't tell them about it.
Nope.
They obviously have all the awkward high schooler. Just we can't.
Oh yeah.
We can't like
how,
look at each
how
other
would
for
you
the
talk
next
to?
little bit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
He quits the club. His grades start to suffer because we just skipped a bunch of time here too. Like we've got all the new first years coming in. So he's getting ready basically for his, uni career and all that stuff.
Which also, goddamn Taichi, that's really impressive that you were able to take this whole thing that you were putting your whole heart into and be like, all right, cool. I gave it my best shot.
Yeah.
And now it's pivot time. Mom won't be pissed off.
No.
I understand the points that she makes, regardless of how controlling and helicoptery she is. All right, yeah, time to knuckle down and, get into medical school or whatever, right?
Yeah, in some ways, I kind of want Chihaya to date Arata.
Me too.
And I want them to kind of have a very amicable breakup, too.
Yep.
I feel like that's what's coming. I feel like that's what's realistic. I feel like it's something that will be... I feel like it's something that will be very powerful. I think it's also something where Taichi and Chihaya might never get together, but on the standpoint of this show is not going to go into them being like 25-year-olds and stuff.
Sure.
Like it's probably going to end more so with like some where are they 5 years later scene,
right?
And then
most
maybe
you get an
that's
epilogue,
them kind of reuniting
or something,
and maybe it's no telling. It's for the fan fiction as to whether or not there's any kind of relationship specifically there. But I'm very excited for the Chihaya that learns how to communicate her feelings, honestly and openly.
So,
geez.
my thought here, because I've been saying that I think that Arata and Chihaya were going to get together and then Taichi still be endgame, even if a lot of it was hopium, right? But I've said that for a while. I still think that's true. And I think that what we end up having here, and this is one of the things that's so brilliant about it, right? Because it plays into all the tropes. And it can leave the tropes whenever it feels like, right? Because there's also, the tropes can go in very different directions. This is the, this is the thing that won't happen. And then she gets with Arata. This could also be the maybe weird comparison, Zuko going back to the Fire Nation because, she's obsessed over, reuniting with Arata for so long, right? You know, and all that stuff, that you need to actually have that happen to the point where you can be like, right. This is nice. I care about Arata. He's not who I want to be with for the rest of my life. Mm-hmm. And the fact that Taichi has been there the entire time means that also this break is it is an effective way of showing Chihaya what it means when they will inevitably very soon become adults and go their separate ways.
Right.
And so she can get used to that. She can see what that actually looks like.
Sure.
And then she can actually make her decision, right? Of, you know,
right.
What do I want to do here, right?
Yeah.
And she doesn't need to end it with either of them.
Yeah.
But
indecisive protagonists are very hard to...
they can very easily become unlikable.
I would say very hard to root for.
Mm-hmm.
I think they can be very likable. I just feel like the thing is that from a mechanical standpoint, I root for what the protagonist desires to do. If the protagonist's desires are confusing or they themselves are confused about what they want to do, it's hard to root for them because I literally don't know what they're wanting.
We can very easily root for her to play Shinobu at the next Queen match.
Oh my God, yes.
We can absolutely root for her in that. We understand that. It's concrete. It's clear.
Yes.
Right? She wants it. Shinobu wants it. All right, let's go.
Usually you want your protagonist to be someone that they root for. Right. Usually. Not all the time. Yeah. Sometimes don't want them to. But oftentimes, yeah. And this is one of them where I am not rooting for Chihaya. I am upset at Chihaya a lot here. I think that this is one of those examples where Chihaya is basically having story consequences.
Yes.
For her lack of development.
This has been a long time coming.
But the thing is that Taichi also suffers here as well. Mm-hmm. In fact, the whole club suffers.
Yep.
And in some ways, I love what kind of arc this show that's handled such wonderful characters so delicately and beautifully will explore.
Yes.
Because I don't think this is going to be some kind of like soapy drama show where
regular teen years gets plenty of soap, you know.
Well, yeah, where I was going to say that it leads to more chaotic, reckless decision making. Yeah, I feel like this is going to go for the more realistic angle of people get a little bit isolated. People don't handle their emotions super well. People start, coping.
Yeah. And
people
I will
start
say
doing things less optimally because they're not able to find that passion again. In some ways, I would love a Shinobu rescues Chihaya kind of setup.
Yeah.
Like, I would love Shinobu to be the one that basically pulls her out of this with, hey, because I think that, yes, absolutely, Arata is not endgame with Chihaya. But I think it's mostly because I think him and Shinobu are endgame for sure.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I genuinely do. I think that in a lot of ways, I think that in a lot of ways, they're more similar by a wide margin. It's hot and cold and cold. I'm not a red and blue automatic shipper. If you know what I mean.
Right,
you know what I mean. I love red and blue. If you know, you know. But I think that's for spice and for fan fiction generally.
If Chihaya doesn't end up with either of them, I'd absolutely be excited for Taichi and Sumire to end up getting together at some point. Like
you really love underdogs. See, that's like
yes, I do. I'm not saying I don't. I absolutely do. Right?
You somehow found the black-haired girl that took the place of the strawberry-haired girl in your romance anime.
Yeah, I kind of did.
You kind of did.
Well, because right now granted, it's not strawberry blonde. Maybe it's being a bit of a dumbass right now. Is being a bit of a baka, right?
Yeah.
But
Taichi is in a lot of ways our strawberry-haired girl, like that.
Yes. Oh yeah. He literally is. And he's going to. And I mean, Chihaya is already very male-coded. Like this is a battle shonen basically.
This is 100% a gender-flipped, specific thing with all the proper josei,
Yep.
stuff.
And the
put in there as
dark-haired
well, yeah.
princess is going, from means and everything, or status, is going to be the endgame, right? Which is also a great flip because, Taichi is the stereotypical prince and all that stuff. But
Oh yeah, there's so many delightful little
which also makes
45-degree adjustments that they've made with
which
all the tropes and stuff to
If you
make a
think
really
about
fun mixture and formula. That's
you
why
think
the
about
show
it-
is so
Oh
good.
yeah, but that also means that the writing was on the walls, that it was Taichi in a lot of ways the entire time, because
Oh,
you
yeah.
have a lot of struggles that he can be actively going through in the moment.
Oh no, it's
with,
because
like,
we
his
get to
mom
see
and things
inside
like
his
that.
head.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
We don't get to see inside Arata's head very much until
Nah,
recently,
just-
which in a lot of ways is impressive because it's saying like, oh, you thought Taichi had a chance? Well, reminder, this boy is real. He has feelings too.
Yep.
He's struggling. He's trying to figure out his way to confess to Chihaya as well. And he just flat out did it.
Yep.
And now he's like, I'm gonna go take on the master and I'm gonna win it all. And in a lot of ways, it's like, wait.
Yep.
Chihaya's like, I'm so upset that I wasn't born a man. I want to be the one to do that. Even Taichi's like, I wanted to be the one to do that.
Right. Yep.
But he knows that confessions just don't go well for him. So declarations of love and competition and all that are not his forte.
This episode was delicious and delightful, and I'm so excited and so worried for the next one.
I'm so worried for the
Holy
next
shit.
one. I'm also going to be sick to my stomach if we never get a Chihayafuru season 4.
After this?
Because
Oh, yeah.
this puts us in not like cliffhanger territory.
No, this is like balls in a vice shotgun
This
to the
is
foot, kind of
Hangman's
like,
noose,
Yeah, like-
where you're just sitting there at the bottom of the stairs looking up at it. Forever.
begging for the sweet release of death, that is the manga coming down, right? And being like, okay, I guess I'll read it,
And then the crushing thing about that is that we get to drag out this anime by watching, like one episode a week or
sure.
whatever.
And you guys
but,
get
but
to
with
have-
the manga, it's already probably done.
Oh,
and so if we
absolutely.
read it, we'd be done
over
in
in-
3 sittings,
Yeah,
And it'd be like,
If
4
that.
hours.
Right.
Tops.
Because if there's only, because I think the material is that there would be 1 season left probably after this one. I could be wrong.
don't
Maybe it's 2.
know.
I could
don't
be wrong.
know. Let me look at the total chapter.
If it's 1, do you realize how little manga that is? Right? Like in the grand scheme of things?
Sure.
It's basically nothing.
253 chapters. So
Yeah, 50 volumes.
So that's 5 chapters a
I
volume.
mean, okay, 5 10-volume seasons. No, that
No,
would...
you could do 2
No,
seasons.
you could do 2 seasons.
You could do 2
Okay.
seasons. Maybe a season and a
Oh
half.
my god. Well, okay, that also just means even more so that
Yeah.
Taichi's endgame. Season 4 is Arata. Season 5 is Taichi. That's how it works. That's how it works.
Although this could be one of those series as well where they cut a lot of the non-Karuta stuff.
Oh yeah,
And
no,
so it actually could be that there's only one.
we could full on have a time skip for the beginning of season 4. Hell, the very next
We might
episode,
actually.
we could have something where it's just all right, we're at the end of the year now. This continued.
no.
This continued, and
Hell
Chihaya
no.
kept getting a lot better, and now she's facing Shinobu
I'm not
again.
okay with
Taichi's
that.
not there.
I'm not
He's
okay
going
with
off to
that.
college, right? Like, I would love for this
I just
show to
end
go
the
into college
discussion,
years.
Be like, no, we reacted.
Well,
goodbye.
it's just the Michael Scott clip of "I am dead inside,"
Yeah,
and then just end a
walk
video.
away. Yeah.
Oh man!
Fuck me.
Oh boy! Oh boy!
Taichi,
Way to go!
the kiss was a little much. I totally get it.
She won the
Totally get
tournament.
it. Yeah, he didn't make her kiss him or anything. He
Right.
very much like pecked her upper
Yep.
lip. Like,
Right. And
I
she
get
was
it.
also the one that suggested that prize, by the way. Like it was a bit dirty, but like
it's the kind of thing.
the fact
where,
that she suggested it. I'm
right.
like, What
It's
the fuck?
It's the kind of thing where I feel like there's been an ever evolving debate as to what level of responsibility do people have for managing the feelings of other people when it comes to like love.
Sure.
You could sit and debate all the little things that are underneath this subcategory
Yeah.
for ages.
I
There's
would-
so many little things to go into it here.
Sure.
I'm not even going to go into the specifics of this shows that
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
exploring. But I think the thing I can move with confidence into the story is that these two fucked up handling each other's feelings. And you know what? Then cool. Neither of you get to be in a relationship. At least for now.
Hey,
I don't know what Taichi, I don't know what Chihaya is going to do with Arata literally maybe in the next, like, week or two. I think it would also be healthier for Chihaya to not just jump to Arata.
Do not make your emotional turmoil over what happened with Taichi Arata's problem.
Arata doesn't deserve that.
No.
But
talk to Kana, talk to Shinobu, whoever, anyone.
Anyone, your mom or dad, honestly,
right,
your older sister.
Sure.
Yeah. Wait, is it older or younger?
The Empress,
sister?
Older.
Yeah, older sister. That's right, right. Yeah. But I am very excited for this next arc of story. Mm-hmm. Man, my little like
thing is,
romantic heart.
The thing is, we kind of knew that it had to go this way, right?
But it didn't have to. No, it didn't have to.
The thing is, like, my heart goes out to you, Taichi. My heart goes out to you, Chihaya. I am not saddened by this.
I know what you mean, yeah.
Like I'm fist pumping.
I'm fist bumping too because we had actual progress.
Because holy shit, man, you passed the kidney stone.
Oh my god, he passed the kidney stone. Yeah, basically.
Way to go.
It's
yeah,
gross,
Sumire was right. You needed to tell her. You did. You told her the whole thing with the glasses and everything right up front too. The fact that you sandwiched it where you did that right before. Fantastic. Way to go.
Wait a minute.
What?
Hold on.
What is it, boy?
I just realized what this is.
Timmy stuck in the well.
No. Stop. This is the point when the other person goes on the trip to somewhere else, but then reveals when they come back that they've actually been practicing all that time. So that when they have the actual Masters tournament, Taichi's actually on the docket.
Okay.
And it's like, wait, but like...
Yeah,
but like what? Why? And
if we wanted to do something where Taichi's like he quit the club and all that stuff,
because
he's knuckling down for exams, and he does need to focus on his exams. But you know, a breakup / confession, rejection, whatever, is a hell of a thing to give you focus, because everything, the whole system, the whole nervous system is changing. Right?
Just flushed a whole bunch. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's the only thing I can think of.
Karata is the thing that he still does sometimes when he needs to reset off of the exam studies, right? He's like, he's knuckling down hard, and then he's like, all right, I gotta just, full reset the system. Okay, Karata, I know how this works.
Why they never
and then he goes back into it.
Season 4 is because it's just Arata takes the whole thing and wins and becomes master, and Chihaya and him get together.
I'm just saying, I'm really glad that this went this way, rather than one of the two members of the love triangle being like, you know what, I'll just sabotage myself and give up because, meta story conventions.
Well, I mean, he kind of told her the thing that he didn't need to.
No. He needed to tell her that because that's for his own sake, and because he's not going to start it off on the wrong foot.
She didn't need to know that. He needed to tell her. It's that whole thing of where it was more important for him to say it than it was for her to hear it, if that makes sense.
And as soon as he says it, she's going to be like, why would you do that? And then the confession's right there.
I know.
I
know. I'm aware. I'm just...
Yeah. But the thing is, he theoretically could have said it without the confession, and she would have totally gotten it and not realized that he was in love with her. He could have been like, well, you were my friend, and you were spending all this time with, with him, and I wanted to,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But way to go, man.
God. Y'all.
You're a hero in my book.
Yeah, I'm proud of you, too.
Now go study. Dive in. Full everything.
I'm curious what the community thought after this.
Why the fuck would you give us this when there's no season 4?
No, like the character's decision.
Yeah.
Sometimes fans can be really, intense when there's a love rejection of some kind.
Oh, yes.
They almost did I didn't hear her over the school bell.
God, the fact that they did that, and it's I'm sorry, gomenasai, and it's like, yeah, no, he's just...
Yeah, she did the...
right.
They did animate gomenasai.
Like she practically couldn't even speak because she's so shocked and hit by a train from this, which, understandable... But no, the thing that was said was still understood, right? But yeah.
But y'all,
We are not made of stone.
Yeah, I'm not made of stone. I am hurt here.
Way to go, man.
I
Way to
know.
go.
I know. You've got the right perspective on this. I'm just.
And it might still work out. It might still work out, and that's what I
might.
love about it. That's why
It
I
might.
love. That's why I love tropes and archetypes and conventions and things, because this could totally be the thing where it's just, all right, now she gets with Arata, right? We knew it wasn't going to work out anyways, right? Mm-hmm. Or it could be this was the necessary thing that needed to happen for them to actually be able to understand each other and get together.
Right.
Eventually, at some point, right?
You could look at this. Oh wait, actually, you could look at this as if this is showcasing that the story cares more about their emotional romantic interactions than it does about hers and Arata's, because theirs is the one that's actually going to be the love journey and story.
Oh, absolutely. The fact that Arata has gotten a fraction of the screen time as Taichi,
like
granted,
a tenth.
yeah, granted,
Like it's not.
they
even
don't live
close.
in the same area and they're still in high school and stuff, and Arata isn't the one that's filthy rich.
and he's
so,
gonna move to Tokyo for university. So in a lot
that's
of
about
ways,
to change. We're about to get season 4.
shit's about to get real.
But still, up until now, writing's been on the walls.
Yeah. But
Yep.
I'm gonna go cry and die. So I love you all. Thanks so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below. Patreon, you get on early access there. You can watch full length time reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general. Also, be sure to check out our Twitch channel, see if any of that interests you. We'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb,
I'm Jacob.
and we'll see you all
Next time.